Hey guys, what up? It's Goose TV here again today, and today I'm back with another Madden Mobile video on my channel. Now today's video, guys, we're talking about sniping in Madden Mobile 21. The best ways to snipe. I'm going to be going over my methods and the different ways you can snipe cards, what cards you should be sniping. I'm not going to give out specific sniping filters, so if you're here for that, then that's not what I'm going to give you guys, but I'm going to be giving you guys some helpful hints and tips on sniping in this game. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's try to get this video to 150 likes. Sniping in Madden Mobile. If you've been playing this game for a very long time, you know that it used to be one of the biggest things in this game. You had to do it to make coins. It was super important, and I would say now it's definitely not as important. You can make so many coins just off of playing promos and selling everything and not having to deal with buying cards and sniping cards, but it's still there. It's still a method if you want to be able to make coins, so that's what we're going to be going over today. And like I said, we are not going over specific sniping filters. As a YouTuber, especially at my size, I know that, you know, if a video gets 3,000 views, let's say 1% of the people use the filter, that's 30 people maybe at a time or something. Basically, if I give out a filter, then it's going to stop working because a lot of people are going to be going on the filter, and that's just how sniping filters works if you post them on YouTube. So I'm not going to be giving you guys those, but I'm going to be giving you guys helpful hints to be able to make sniping filters and all that fun stuff. So sniping in Madden Mobile, basically what that is buying a card for much lower than it goes for and either reselling it or just using it for set whatever. So basically buying a card for lower than it goes for. And there's two ways that you can buy cards in this game. That is either with the buy now price or the bid price, which the bid expires at the 0-minute mark. And usually, especially with the way that this game works now, bidding is how you're going to get your cards to sell and how you're going to be able to get cards just in general for the cheapest they'll possibly go for. Prime example of this, New Year's cards. Let's see what the cheapest New Year's card is going for right now. Okay, well, this is a perfect example of a snipe right here. 864k. I'm just going to buy these because I think I can resell these and make a profit. So, for example, you will see that these cards are expiring at the 3-hour mark, which means they're getting bought up above this price of 1 million coins at a specific time. So that means they're going to get bought if I post them for a certain thing. Now, unfortunately, it is not just a free auction house where, like it used to be, where you post a card and it shows up exactly what it goes for on your server. First of all, it switches servers when you post it, depending. It doesn't switch. It, like, chooses a server out of the 4. Sometimes it's yours. Sometimes it's another server. And it also sometimes adjusts the price a little bit. Sometimes in your favor, sometimes not in your favor. So there's no guarantee that, let's say I post this card up for 900k, there's no 100% guarantee that it will sell. Now, I got both of those cards for actually really cheap, and I would consider those snipes because I got those for lower than they go for, and I could probably resell and make a little bit more of a profit. Well, for example, these cards will sell at 1 million coins, or should sell at 1 million coins, and you can buy them. Their buy now minimum price is probably about 1 million coins. However, if we look under 1 million coins for the bid price of these cards, you will see that there's going to be a lot of them, a lot of opportunities. This one for 852 right now. This one's at 877. This one's at 720. Bidding is honestly, if you're going to be buying cards in this game, bidding is how you're going to be buying cards. Unless you're sitting refreshing the auction house, you're going to be getting your cards through bidding the cheapest. It's absolutely the best way to go if you want to get those cards. So for example, with Madden 50 cards, I did complete a lot of these sets, so what I've been doing is trying to bid snipe a lot of the players, and all of the players pretty much I'm getting. For example, this Ray Lewis, this 486k literally just for this card, when the buy now price is probably closer to 550 or something like that. Under 550, there's only one. 600, there is another, probably, yeah, they're sold. So if I go back to this, even at 600k, they're selling. So potentially I could, you know, bid snipe this card and get it for maybe 500k or something and resell it and make a profit. Now, one thing that's going to help you, one of the best things they've ever introduced with the field pass, and it's such an advantage, is the reduction of the auction house tax. If you buy the field passes, you do not have a 10% auction house tax taken off all your auctions. If you do not have the field pass, 10% of your coins will be taken away from you for every auction that you sell. So it makes sniping a lot harder. So the field pass really helps out with that. And obviously for me, that's a big thing. You can save a lot of coins with that. So what you can do, let's say I set the cards to 90 or whatever, and I see a bunch of different cards show up here. I can go and look and see at some bid snipes and try to figure out what makes sense if I can bid snipe anything and maybe resell it for a decent profit. Usually it's going to be the higher overall cards that are a little bit better. Some of the diamonds you can make some more coins on. It's a little bit more worth your while in that case. You'll see this Terry McLaurin, the lowest kind of buy now price is 6.5 mil. This card is about to get bought for 5.6 mil. Now it probably won't exactly sell right at 6.5, and you usually have to, you know, sell it with a bid, but that's honestly like a really good price for that. I'm not gonna try to sell it, I don't think, or make any profit. I don't know, maybe I should, I don't know. Well, it's gone. I don't know why it disappeared, but it's gone after 10 seconds, so probably should have jumped on it if I wanted to get that. But that's an option for you if you want to try to bid snipe some cards. Now, let's talk about some lower overall sniping filters. Let's say you want to just snipe some elites. What are elites going for these days? I honestly have no idea. Well, Teddy Bridgewater for 20k. Let's try it. 25k, some of these cards are going for. I could probably sell this card for almost 30k, so that's like 10k profit maybe right there. So super simple, you could go through and do some of these super smaller sniping filters. Golds aren't worth your while. Elites probably aren't worth your while either. The main elites that you're going to be looking for are the promo elites. So obviously right now we got the New Year's elites, or we got more diamonds. We don't even have any elites in this promo, but you know, like with Ultimate Freeze we had some 89s and things. Those are the ones when you have current promos, there's going to be a lot of those cards available on the auction house. Those are the ones you're probably going to want to snipe. So let's move on to actual sniping. So the other form of sniping is just purchasing the buy now, and sometimes this can work out really, really well, and you can get really lucky with this. Basically, most people are going to post their auctions for 4 hours. That's kind of just the normal. People are going to be posting their auctions for normally 4 hours. So what you want to try to do is get to a point where you can buy a card decently at 4 hours and get lucky. So, for example, we could go with the Madden 50 players and say, okay, well, let's go under 600k. You see there's no auctions found. I could keep refreshing this until an auction comes up, and I could buy it for lower. I can buy it for lower than it really goes for, and you can get pretty lucky with this. Now, I used to use this a lot. I personally don't snipe a whole ton, but one of the things I used to do in like the old Madden mobile games and stuff. So yeah, I would go through and I would, set a certain overall. Obviously there's a ton of cards up here. And let's say I just go with the offensive players here. So it kind of limits it so you can scroll a little bit. What I'll do now is scroll to the 4 hour mark, so the 3 hour and 50 minute mark. And that's usually where cards just drop. So I can go through there and see if I can't find a snipe right when those cards drop. Because cards drop every 5 minutes on the auction house. So if you give or take a few seconds here and there, it's kind of a little bit weird. I can't explain it the very best, but basically every 5 minutes cards drop, and at that 3 hour and 50 minute mark, that's where you're going to be finding your snipes. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the back there and see if I can't find anything, and we can look and see if we can get any snipes. Alright, we're getting here. Let's see if we can't find anything. Obviously, there's a lot, and it looks like it's very close to dropping, because you will see that there's not much here available left. That there's a Brandon Linder, Aguilar. You can kind of go through and say, okay, what do I think might be a potential snipe here? Definitely not the Garoppolo, the Pouncey, I don't think so. Marquise, we got Andre Johnson, absolutely not. Aguilar, no. Linder, maybe Peterson, I'm not exactly sure. But this round is about to drop, because there is, out of the next 5 minutes, there's a big gap between that 4 hour mark. So I'm going to keep refreshing a few times, see if we can't get a good drop. As you can see, this Linder actually might be a snipe. I might pick this up just for fun here. We will see. We'll check that price here in a second. A ton of stuff dropped. There's one for 600. There's a Randy Moss quarterback. So I can go through Calvin Johnson. Yeah, a ton of stuff dropped here. I got it actually at the perfect time. Don't think that Pouncey's a snipe. I don't think that Johnson. I'm going to look at that Johnson actually. We'll look at that here in a second. I already bought the Linder, so we'll look at that after. I don't think Carr. Aguilar, that's a snipe, because we already looked at those New Year's cards. That's going to be a snipe. We can go through. I can look at McCaffrey, but I don't think so. So I'm going to look at Johnson, and then I kind of want to look at McCaffrey too. So let's go McCaffrey first. There are a ton up here, and that's actually a little tiny snipe. I don't think I'll be able to sell that for 1 million coins. So personally, I don't think I'm going to take that, but that's a prime example. Like, you could potentially make a little bit of profit off that, maybe 100k or something. What was the other one I wanted? Oh, Johnson. That Calvin is pretty rare. I knew that I had a chance. I don't think I'll be able to sell it for much of anything, so I'm not going to go for it, but not bad at all. Let's check the defense just to see if we have anything else. So someone got a Patrick Queen snipe there. That's actually a really big snipe. There's a Ray Lewis for 5 million. I don't think that's going to be a snipe. Anything else here? There's a new Dawkins, a 94 Dawkins. Absolutely not a snipe. New Jair Alexander, Avery Williamson. No, doesn't look like there's going to be much of anything here. I want to check and see how much that Queen really goes for, because I want to see how much of a snipe somebody got, because it's not always you see somebody getting a snipe. So let's check it out. As you can see there, that is a perfect example of a snipe. The lowest buy now currently up of Patrick Queen is almost 2 million coins. Someone got that for 1.3. They'll probably be able to resell that for maybe 1.7, 1.8, maybe even higher if they're super lucky. So that's a really good example of a snipe, and you can do that all the time, refreshing every 5 minutes. It's actually a pretty good way to make coins. Like I said, I'm not going to give you guys any other specific sniping filters because I don't even have any. I don't even really snipe that much. If you want specific sniping filters, I know there's channels. MMT doesn't post a lot, but he's always got some really good sniping filters. Beast Gaming, obviously, probably you guys all know him, but he posts some sniping filters sometimes, so if you want to check them out, feel free to do so. I don't have any specific sniping filters for you guys, but I just wanted to get this video out here for those of you that need help with sniping or want some kind of sniping things. This video did very well last season, so I thought I'd make it again, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Today's post notification shout out goes out to Cute46. Be the first person to comment on a video for the next video's post notification shout out. But anyways guys, that is just about it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm the Goose TV and I'm out. I will see you guys later.